Hi everyone. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a thumbnail that can be used for your YouTube channel. Um, what I have here is an image, and then I have a gradient ramp and a text on it. So the text needs some solid background so it is easy to read, and I also want to show what people should expect to see in that video. So this accomplishes both the aspects of creating a precise thumbnail which explains what it is and give a glimpse of what is inside the video. So let us create a thumbnail like this in Photoshop. So what I will do is I'll go to File, New, and we are going to create a 1280 by 720 pixel wide image size, and the resolution is going to be 72, and it's a RGB color, and then the background doesn't really matter, but it is white. Now 1280 by 720 is a recommended size for a thumbnail in YouTube. If you want to create another image similar to this for some other project, then you can use any size here that you like. The resolution of 72 is good enough for creating any image that is going to be displayed only on a digital media, and it is not going to be printed out. If you want to print an image, then it has to be minimum 300 pixels. When you increase the pixels, the image size increase. So anything that is going to be used on the internet has to have the least amount of size. So 72 works well, where the quality of the image is not compromised, but the file size is small. Color mode is RGB. Again, RGB color mode is used for images used in digital media, and CMYK is used for printing purposes. Now you can still print an RGB color image, but what the printer is going to do is it is going to convert it into CMYK. So there may be some color variation, so you need to bear that in mind. If you are creating an image for printing, it's better to use CMYK, and you might get similar colors to what you see on the screen. Of course, the screen resolution, the graphic card, and many other aspects will affect the way the colors look on the screen and how the colors come onto the actual printout. Having said that, we are not really worried about it. So it's an RGB file, it's a 72 resolution and 1280 by 720 size. I'll create it. I'm going to go to File, Open, and open my thumbnail. So this is my thumbnail. Here I'm going to clear the guide. So I will Control A to select all and Control C to copy, and go to the image and Control V to paste. You can see that the image is bigger than what I require. So I could actually use whatever area I want, but I will go ahead and use free transform and make it smaller, say 90 or maybe 80, and then position the area. So I want people to look at this area more. The text is going to go on the left. Okay, so you can see there's a background layer of white. Then I added my image, and then I will add text, and then whatever text you want to add. So 3ds max tutorial project number 1, for example. You should use a font which is thick and bold and easy to read. Okay, so don't use italics, don't use a thin font, don't use a font which is complicated. Now if you look at this, you can see that the text is not very clear and visible. So we need some kind of a dark background. So what you can do is, if you select this layer and then add another layer, you can select an area, and then you can edit, fill that with some color. Okay, so if you click on color, and then you can say use a blue color, Okay, that way you can say that you will see what is there in the project, and also you can also see the text very clearly. This is very important. But this edge doesn't look very cool. It would be nice if there's a gradient here. So we are going to delete this layer, and what I will do is called mask. A layer mask consists of a black and white image. So anything that is white is transparent, and anything that is black is opaque, and anything in between will have a varying level of gradient. So I'm going to use the gradient tool, which is a black and white image, and all I have to do is click and drag, and you can see that whatever area is black will show the background color, and whatever area is white will show the. And then you can change the gradients. You can change it, you can put a gradient at an angle, depending on how much. If you select a small area, then the gradient will be small, so the gradient size will depend on this drag you create. Okay, and you can decide whether you want it straight or at an angle. Now the background color is white, so you're not able to see the text. So if you double click on the you select the background layer and you go to edit, fill, and then again you can select a color of your choice. So if you want a purple color there, okay, and then you would see that your text is clear. I think this color is still very light, so it is better to go with a darker color, something like this, and then your text becomes more visible. So it shows the text, it shows what project is there. You can try to I did it in the wrong place. You have to select the gradient and then click and drag there, and then you can decide how you want your gradient to look. Then you have to go to File, Save As, JPEG, and then give it a name and save the file. Okay, you can also go to File, Save for Web, and here you will have more control over how your file looks and what would be the size of the file. So, and then you can save it that way, give it a name and save the file. Okay, that's about it.